I love the very first shot of you in this show. And it's one of those things where it's just so unbelievably absurd. But this character is so earnest. And I was just wondering
He's
how
genuine.
Yeah.
Ash is genuine. Yeah. Ash could get elected president because he's genuine.
I'd love to see that.
And the interesting thing about politicians is whether you like them or not, the guys that get elected, the men or women, are people who are who they are. Nothing's going to change them. Like, they don't change their outfit halfway through the campaign. They are who they are from the beginning. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I think fans really didn't want this character to change at all, and I think they're very happy to rejoin.
He didn't. The guy's still telling lies in bars late at night,
Absolutely.
you know, about how he lost his hand.
That. But
As a pickup line. Yeah, he's using his
I love that
disability as a
scene
pickup.
too, where he picks up the chicken sheet, turns into this demonic creature, and he keeps going. I love that.
Well, we're here. I gotta be quick though.
Sorry. I experience such a range of emotions when I'm watching this show. I'm laughing, I'm disgusted, I'm kind of tearing up.
Yeah.
I wonder, what was the atmosphere like on set? Were you experiencing all those things
We were
as
kind
well?
of tearing up too, and we were disgusted too. No, for us it was back at it. You know, working with the master Sam Raimi again, with this character in this situation. That was the most exciting because Sam and I go back forever. You know, almost boyhood friends, and to come back to this show with experience.
Yes.
You know, the first Evil Dead, none of us had any experience. And, you know, oh, Bruce Campbell's best known as Ash from Evil Dead. Okay, fine. That's great. But now you're going to get to Ash where we know what we're doing. And to me, that was part of the appeal. I want to get that guy. I want to do that guy now.
I love that because you
Because now I know how to do
much.
that guy. I didn't know what the hell we were doing. We were 21. It was 1979.
Well, sitcoms, right, is something that you've done a lot of.
Well,
since the first
just
one,
general
so.
other television.
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
sure that comes into play too, an experience with that kind
Just
of comedy.
experience.
Yeah.
Just knowing how to deliver a line now, or knowing what a bad line is, and knowing how to fix a bad line, make it a good line, or how to take a good line and make it great. You know.
Or a line so bad it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Or to go underplay it, and then you got Sam who can catch you at all your dirty little tricks and correct you, and you know he busts you all the time.
What was it like on set for you? Were you going through
Just
all of
pure,
this?
we were appalled 24/7. It's a super technical show. It's a really hard one to shoot technically.
Yeah, it's
But,
like really more blood. Really, there wasn't enough blood on that in that scene.
Yeah.
No, we had
But
a great
she's
time.
like, bring it on.
I
think
know,
she
I love
surprised
it.
herself with how much she loved all that gore, picking
I
brain
loved
matter
it.
out of her hair at the end of the day.
Yeah, I
And,
felt like a badass. I was like, oh, I got this bruise. I'm so freaking cool. I felt, yeah, it was great.
It's interesting how you learn about yourself when you're venturing into a new realm, I think, creatively.
That's so true. Because I definitely had never done anything like this before. And I'll be honest, I was a bit nervous. You know, sometimes you feel like, did they get this right, casting me? Like, I mean, I must have done something right for them to have the trust that they have in me. But then they saw what maybe I didn't see. And, yeah.
They cast some really strong girls, and the reason you put strong women in the roles is that if the character's weak, she's not going to survive. You know, you need fighters, and all these women are yeah, we're all pretty kick-ass personalities.
One of the things that is so great about this show is it's genre bending. It's hysterical, of course, very creepy in many ways, and I imagine that you had a lot to draw from in terms of inspiration for your characters in that way, because there was a lot of freedom to do so. Could you speak a bit about that?
Well, we definitely are this old school cult classic comedic horror show, and I think knowing that and having been a kid who always wanted to, I loved horror as a kid. I wanted to be, you know, the person running from the monster and the hero saving people from the monster, and now I get to do that in real life. And you know, I think Pablo and Ray, the way that I sort of drew from myself and brought that to the situation, having said the things that we already had with the franchise in place for us, was that I realized that both Pablo and myself, you know, we really wanted to be somewhat of a hero for people. You know, me growing up in the South Bronx and wanting to just leave my mark on the world, and Pablo coming from Honduras and coming to this country and trying to figure it out. And I think that you get to kind of see that, you know, I get to be the first Latino sidekick, so I'm one step closer to being the superhero that I always wanted to be as a kid. And so I just use that, and Pablo's definitely the heart of this unit, and this chick right here, she's the brains, so she works it out. How did you do it? Sorry, I just drank my first sip of New York coffee, and like it hit me.
I saw that. I mean,
I needed it.
A second ago, it was. I'm very impressed.
I was asleep. Now I'm back.
You are back. You are energized.
I'm living my life. Okay.
Wow. Wait, what was the question? Now I was just so enthralled.
We had so much to draw from with the franchise.
Oh yeah. Well, I have to say,
it?
For me, I feel so fortunate because Sam Raimi is a dream. He is such a class act as a human being. He's like my favorite person on the planet, but also from an acting standpoint, he is an actor's dream director because he is collaborative and he is passionate and it's infectious. I mean, I'm passionate to begin with, but what was great about him was that this is a story that he's really wanted to tell for a long time, and to see how much he was putting into it, and to see how much he wanted my input. I mean, at one point he asked me for help to rewrite a scene like the day before, and
we rewrote a scene together with pencils handwritten in his office. He said, "Now, Dana, how would you say this?"
Yes.
How would you say this, Ray?
What
in your own
do you
words.
think? Is it? I really want to make this happen, and I'm not quite sure how to say it. And I'm sure that it was just him being a class act. I'm sure he knew exactly what to say, but at least made me and made Ray feel like we were part of the process and felt so welcomed, which is really important for our own psyche in order to be able to do these roles, because it was pretty intimidating. I mean, Bruce Campbell is a presence in life. You know, you meet him and he emits light. You know, so the fact that he and Sam and Craig and the writers developed such fantastic, well-rounded characters. I mean, I personally am so lucky. Because I love Kelly. She is who I wish I was in life. I wish she was real. I wish she was a friend of mine that I could, you know, call up and hang out with. Because she is a badass.
She is a friend of yours.
What?
She is a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Because she's you.
Okay, but yeah. This is so meta right now, right? No, but I mean, Kelly the character, I'm playing her, but Kelly the character, you know, she's rock and roll and she's cool and she is a badass in the making. But also she is smart. She's very resourceful. So she becomes an asset to Team Ash because she's the common sense of the group, but also, you know, she is very adaptable and can turn anything into a weapon. That's all I'm going to say. I can't say what, but it'll give a lot of stuff away, but just wait for it. And I think she has a great relationship with Pablo because they're best friends and they complement each other. You know, she makes him a little tougher in life and he makes her a little softer. And then together they both make Ash a little more human, a little less selfish.